All right. Good day, everyone. Good evening to everyone. And welcome yet again to another episode of Easy Swimming Pool Answers. And we are here. I'm glad you are here today. I'm your host, Kenton Augustine. And today we are looking at how to improve your swimming pool filtration. So it's a forum whereby we ask questions, we share with each other, we come to experience, and anything you want to ask, go ahead, ask your questions as we delve into today's program. Today, before we begin our major topic, which is filtration, um, I want to answer a question I normally get asked about, especially the ladies who always ask me about how do I deal with frogs from getting into my swimming pool, or rather, how do I prevent frogs from getting into my swimming pool? And it's a question I get asked ever so often. And there are a couple of ways we can do that. One is to simply put a fence around the pool. But of course, in St. Lucia, I don't think I've ever seen that done or will be done. So other things we can do is remember that frogs loves to eat insects, and therefore nighttime, if your pool lights are on, is going to attract insects, right? And frogs eat insects. So so the ladies who wants to know how to prevent frogs from getting into my pool, turn off your lights at night in the pool when not in use. All right, that's one way to prevent frogs from getting into your pool. So we're going to go to our first commercial, and we'll be right back as we look at the whole issue of filtration today. All right, so we are back. And today is all about filtration. You know, once you have a pool, you want to be able to enjoy that swimming pool, and you want to have a hassle-free. And one question I get asked all the time is, how long should I run my pumps for? How long do I need to? You know, what are things we can do as homeowners, as pool service providers? What are things we can do to improve filtration in a swimming pool? These are questions we want to talk about today, we want to share with today as we share with each other in this forum. Remember to invite a friend, share the live, tell someone we are on. This is Easy Swimming Pool Answers, the place whereby we answer all your swimming pool questions. So today, I'm not going to get too technical, right? And so I want to show us some products which I've used and I recommend that can help us to improve our filtration in our swimming pool. And back to my question, how long should we run our swimming pool pumps for? Typically, the rule of thumb is 8 hours. Now, in the next episode, we will discover how to look at turnover rates, how to do all those, how to calculate your pool gallons, and how we know if you're adequate. Ideally, you want to turn your pool water over at least once within 24 hours. And by doing so, you can keep your pool nice, less algae, no algae, keep things looking sparkling. All right. But there are some equipment and there are some products you can use on the market that is going to help you to actually enjoy your swimming pool a bit better. And so remember, if you have any comments, please feel free to put it in the chat, invite someone, share the link. So let's go back to our program. So there are some products out there in the market we can use right now that's going to help us to be more efficient, help us to be able to circulate our chemicals better in the water, And one of these, which I've come to appreciate very much, is the Waterco Multifugal Cyclone. This is a fantastic piece of equipment, and I saw it come into action in full play when the volcano erupted in St. Vincent, and we had the ashfall experience in St. Lucia. The pools where we service that had one of these equipment installed, we had a faster turnaround time. We saw a faster turnaround time in terms of maintenance, in terms of getting the ash out. And so I know this equipment is definitely worth its salt. And so today I want to introduce to you the Cyclone. We're going to be playing a short video. So go for the video. Anything you want to ask, you can go ahead and after ask the questions, and we will stick to answer. This time, we're going to go straight into our video. Here we go.
Multi-Cyclone, an award-winning centrifugal pre-filter that has changed the game in pool maintenance. With its uniquely designed water filtration system, this revolutionary unit not only removes up to 80% of dirt and debris before it reaches your pool filter, but also uses significantly less water and saves you time and money. It's time to start saving time and money on unnecessary maintenance or replacement filters. With the Multi-Cyclone, your pool will work smarter, giving you and your loved ones maximum enjoyment for years to come. The Multi-Cyclone is the ultimate pre-filtration solution that can be adapted to almost any type of system or scenario. Requiring no extra pad space, it sits between the pump and filter and has been designed to improve the performance of cartridge filters, sand filters, DE filters, in-floor cleaning systems, suction cleaners, and even ozone pools, acting as both a filter and mixing chamber. And because the Multi-Cyclone works with almost all brands of equipment, it can either be installed new or added to an existing poolside setup with ease. The secret is in its cyclonic action, where water is drawn tangentially into multiple hydrocyclones, creating a powerful centrifugal effect. Any dirt or debris up to 30 microns in size is spun out to the wall of the unit before spiraling down to its clear sediment chamber. Meanwhile, the filtered water, now free of debris, is drawn toward the center of the hydrocyclone, where the flow is reversed, allowing it to spiral upwards and out of the Multi-Cyclone unit. The clear chamber makes for easy viewing of sediment accumulation, with removal a breeze thanks to its one-step purge system. And because the Multi-Cyclone operates using the pure power of cyclonic force, there are no filters to clean, no moving parts, and no wear and tear. Just reliable, maintenance-free removal of up to 80% of dirt and debris. The Multi-Cyclone requires just 4 gallons to operate and can significantly reduce backwash wastewater in a typical sand-filtered domestic pool by up to 1,800 gallons. It also extends the life of the filter cartridges and reduces cleaning frequency, saving you valuable time. By allowing the rest of your equipment to operate at optimal performance, you will also save money on extra maintenance and servicing across the life of your pool. Time saving, cost saving, and water saving. The internationally certified Multi-Cyclone saves the day in pool upkeep. Since launching in 2007, Waterco's Multi-Cyclone technology has continued to impress with its innovative.
So we are back once more again. And that was the video on the Waterco Cyclone. I tell you folks, as a pool maintenance contractor, I enjoy this equipment. And on screen right now, this is a cyclone in action. This was after we vacuumed the pool, where there was ash present in the pool. You'll notice that the chamber right there, it is filled with debris, and that is actually, as we vacuum, it trapped all of that ash before it actually got to the filter. So it made life much easier for us to actually get that pool faster turnaround. So, and this is what I'm talking about, especially if you have a cartridge filter or a sand filter, and especially when water is in scarce demand in certain parts of St. Lucia, when Roscoe can't provide you with water, this device minimizes your water loss. So I highly recommend this product to get it. We can also, here it is. So after we drained it out, we drained the water out, you can see some sediments which settled in the bottom of the cyclone. And that to show you, it trapped the fine particles. So this is an amazing equipment. And apart from swimming pools, get me wrong, this can also be used in koi ponds, for water filtration companies. There are many other functions you can use this equipment for. And so locally, we say it's a pre-filter before you filter. So if you want, as we heard in the video, if you want to extend the life of your cartridge filter, right? You wanna save some money. Here we go again, another device which can save you money over the long run. This device is wonderful to have. It's a great addition if you're doing a new construction, or you may already have an existing swimming pool. All right, you can very well go ahead and install this. It goes between the pump and the filter. So after the pump, it will come in between the filter. And it's quite easy to install as well. It comes in 2-inch and 1.5-inch fittings. And so far, all pools I have it on, it really helps to keep the pool cleaner. That's a good thing about this. And so you can guarantee yourself by having this device attached to your current system, you are going to cut down on maintenance time. You're going to have more time to actually be enjoying your pool rather than cleaning your pool. All right. So, and we know in St. Lucia, we are blessed with natural beauty, and along with that comes with lush vegetation. We have dust, we have dirt in the air. We have the natural vegetation is blowing, and the wind blows, and also even the Sahara dust we experience ever so often with the Sahara dust, which can leave a lot of deposits in your pool. If you have this device, it will help to minimize the workload on your equipment. And again, what I love about it is typically when you do a backwash, example, on a sand filter, by the time you have to backwash, you turn that pump on, you're going to be losing, oh my goodness, I can easily say maybe 20-30 gallons of water. And then you have to rinse afterwards. You're going to lose more water again. So you can easily lose maybe 50 gallons or 40 gallons of water by backwashing your sand filter, depending on how dirty it is. But with this device, all you do is you open the little spigot, that little pipe you see there. You open that, and you drain out the water, and you minimize the water loss. You conserve water, and also you lessen your chemical loss as well. All right. And also, when you add chemicals to the pool, this also helps to disperse that chemical in a much faster rate. So the Cyclone is definitely a product. Every pool should have one of these products, especially here in the Caribbean. Is something that you definitely need to have. All right. So we are moving on. So how to improve filtration? So we saw the Cyclone, and we see it's in action. It can trap debris, and also back again to my favorite product, my favorite chemical these days is the Ultrazyme Pro. What a fantastic equipment, and we're going to hear more about it as we go into our second video as we hear about this wonderful, wonderful product. Stay tuned.
Today we're going to talk about water chemistry, and specifically the use of enzymes in pool maintenance. What exactly are enzymes?
An enzyme is a natural additive that you would use as a product to put in your swimming pool. And what it does is acts as a driver to increase the rate of breakdown of your organic load.
But what is organic load?
Well, organic load is debris, often too small to filter out. So it stays not in the filter, but it stays in the pool water and the walls of the pool. And it is skincare products, hair care products. It is what human beings leave behind, bathers when they're in the pool. And it is all the things that blow into the pool, plants, etc.
So, we want to pause for a while. You just heard what it's for. It can help with organic products. And I kid you not, there is no shortage of organic products locally. I mean, what more can you ask for? We have beauty, we have vegetation, and so we have all the leaves in the world, the plants in the world. As you can see, also lotions and creams. People are trying to avoid getting sunburns, and as a result, they use a lotion, a sunscreen on their skin, and of course, these things, they when you go in the water, naturally, they are going to come off and stay in the water, and so this product, just by adding this product, is going to help to break down those contaminants that he's speaking about. Let's continue our video.
From nature.
But how is organic load a problem? Why should we care about it?
Well, I want to answer that by listing many of the common symptoms we would see with a high organic load. And all of them are problems that are very familiar to us. First one is high chlorine demand, harder to balance water, and lower than expected chlorine readings. Secondly, you may have more frequent algae blooms. Thirdly, we may see persistently.
All right. So let's pause here for a while on this one. So here we can see another benefit of adding enzymes to your swimming pool. Algae blooms. And I can tell you one thing, no homeowner enjoys seeing algae in their pools. So for you guys out there who do pool maintenance, you better ensure that you add this to your swimming pool list of chemicals. Put this right up there. You know, after your chlorine and your acid, this has to be number 3. All right? I mean, again, contaminants, algae bloom. If these products remain in the water, they are definitely going to have an effect on how much your chlorine can function and disinfect. So by adding the enzyme product, it helps to break down those contaminants. He says break down the contaminant, and as a result, your need for chlorine goes down. Your need to be shocking your pool every week goes down because you are using a product that's going to highly assist you and going to highly allow you to enjoy your pool more. Let's continue some more.
Hazy water and waterline scum or buildup of minerals on the pool walls, and if you have a gutter, the gutters. An oily sheen buildup on the surface of the water, shorter filter cycles. If you use enzymes, you'll have a lot less work on those particular items, and you won't be fighting these symptoms on a regular basis. That's a huge benefit for the quality of the water, for reduced maintenance, and reduced use of balancing and disinfecting chemicals.
I understand the part about enzymes reducing organic load, but how do the enzymes reduce organic load?
They chop up the organic load, just like you would chop up apples to make applesauce. So it's the end product, the chopped up organic load, then goes into the atmosphere, not through the filter. And an enzyme can work over 10,000 times before they fall apart, so they're very efficient.
Are enzyme products like Ultrazyme Pro by Lochlor used to solve existing serious problems or more as a maintenance dosage?
Both. Most times people will use an enzyme because they have seen these problems develop in their pool water.
So let's pause again. He is saying both. So you have an issue, and one of these days we'll talk about something called biofilm, which this product also assists with. But for today's purpose, we're going to keep it simple. Remember to share the live. Feel free to ask your questions, and we're going to seek to answer your questions. Once you have any questions or anything on any topic, you can just ask the questions and we'll answer your questions. So here we're saying that this product, it actually breaks down and evaporates the non-essentials that you don't want in the pool. So this is a real powerful, yet very friendly, efficient, safe product to use, as you will hear some more as we go along.
But after it gets rid of them, then they continue to use it on a regular basis to keep these problems away.
Are all enzyme products equal or are some better than others?
No, they're not all equal, and it depends on the amount of concentration of enzymes in the product. Our Ultrazyme Pro by Lochlor is the strongest concentration you can buy for swimming pool water. And it is also approved to drinking water quality standard by NSF, so it's approved for use in any commercial pool.
Well, thanks for breaking down all the information into smaller pieces that we can understand.
You're welcome.
So we are back once more, and that was my favorite product I told you to use in your pool. So we had the Cyclone, and by the way, the Cyclone helps to circulate that enzyme better in your swimming pool. So you have those two products. So you have the hardware and you have the software, all right, coming together to make your filtration and your pool looking better. The water core really assists your filtration. It really and truly enhances your water circulation. Someone even told me once that he saw someone had a pond, and all they had was a Cyclone. That's how powerful the Cyclone is. So we talk about Cyclone, we talk about Enzyme Pro. Here are two products you can get use right away in your pool, and you can enhance how your pool functions. Remember, if you have any questions or you want to ask on any other topic with regards to swimming pool, you can feel free to go ahead, and we will seek to answer those questions for you, because this is Easy Swimming Pool Answers, the place whereby we seek to answer all your questions you have regarding swimming pool. So we are going to be live every Sunday from 5 p.m. We are going to be here. We're hoping that you can join us more often. We hope that you can spread the word around. You can tell your friends who has a swimming pool, or someone you know who is about to build a swimming pool, and they may have some answers, and they want some advice, and that's what we're here for. The forum is designed to assist anyone. If you're here, if you own a pool for years now, you could, you could even share with us your knowledge. And if you're just about to get into the swimming pool limelight, so to speak, and you're about to own a swimming pool, and I'm sure for new homeowners, there are lots of questions you want to know. You want to know about how long you should run your pumps, what chemicals to use, how to balance your pool, alternatives to chlorine. In this forum, that's what we will do. We're going to seek to answer all your questions. And guess what? It won't be me alone, but we're going to be having special guests ever so often. And we have some guests already lined up for you, all the way from the US. So one of these days, we are going to bring on the low claw specialist, and she's fantastic. She will tell you any chemical question you have, any water issue question you have. She is going to assist you in answering your questions. Also, we're going to be also having a guest to come in and speak about waterproofing, again from the US. And this gentleman, he has a wealth of knowledge. So contractors out there, homeowners out there, you may want to waterproof your roof. You may want to waterproof your swimming pool, your pond, your water tank. You may have leaks in your structure. We are going to, at the end of October, we are going to be having from Miami, one of the specialists, the premier specialist in waterproofing, to speak to you about his product. So you definitely, hi Chanel, welcome. So you definitely have to tune in. At the end of our last October, we're going to be bringing on Mr. Well, I won't tell you his name yet, because I want you to stay tuned to the program as we build up to that day. So we're going to be bringing on the local specialist to speak about water chemistry, water problems, and solutions to all of your swimming pool water issues. All right. So we are going to be having some fun on the program, and we're going to be having more guests as well also for you lined up. We're going to be speaking about equipment. We're going to be speaking about pumps, filters, heaters. What's his pool? You name it. Feel free to ask your questions, and we will provide the answers as best as possible right here on Easy Swimming Pool Answers. Chanel, welcome and hello. Thanks for joining the program today. I trust you're having a good day. I know it's lockdown Sunday, but hey, we can still have fun, right? We can still enjoy the vibes. So let's recap once again today what we went over. Today we spoke about the Waterco Cyclone, a wonderful product, a product which I believe every pool should have, and especially as we have in climate change, especially as we have water is becoming more and more a scarce commodity sometimes. And having a pool, you want to conserve water, especially if you live in some areas, especially way up north, Capital State, where water can be scarce, and you don't want to lose too much water. I recommend to you getting the Waterco Cyclone. Let's have a look at it again. Getting this product right here. As I can say, this right here, this happened after, I think it was the second eruption of the volcano in St. Vincent, and we had that heavy ash fall, and ash, it is very, very fine and very difficult to get out of your pool. But this device, it really helped to turn pools around that had this device on there. any pool that had this and you had debris and stuff in there, it clears out the debris very, very quickly. So I recommend this product 100%. A great addition to what you currently have on your swimming pool. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask your questions as we continue our program today. We are about getting ready to wrap up here today, but I give you the chance to share the link, tell your friends we are on, tell someone we are here, and as I said earlier on, at the end of October, we are going to be having a waterproof specialist from Miami. He is going to be on the program. He's going to give you, he's going to share with you how to solve your concrete issues. If you have any concrete that's leaking, it could be your roof, it could be your water tanks, your in-ground water tanks, it could be your walls, it could be your pool. He will be on the show. His name is Vito, and he will be on the program, and he is going to be sharing with us how to use his product. And trust me, we have used his product before, and the benefits were great. All right, the benefits were great. So, before we close today, we're going to just do a small exercise. So, anybody, is it a general cost or is it based upon gallons for this item? Which item are you talking about, Chanel? The water co? If it's the water co, no. The water co, just put it in. You just install it. It doesn't matter how big or small your pool is. You just put it in, and it's going to function for you properly. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. And again, the water co, it has no parts to change. It's a cyclone. So it's not like your sand filter whereby you change your sand every 3 or 5 years. It has no parts to change. That's it. You install it, you put it in, you leave it alone, and it does its job. That's how fantastic it is. So there's nothing to go and change every year. No. Once you install it, you leave it, and it's very easy to flush out. Just open up your line, flush it out, and you're off again. All right. So it's really one of those products that saves you a lot of money in terms of running costs, in terms of maintenance costs, in terms of water costs. And for those people who has, especially if you own a cartridge filter, folks, if you own a cartridge filter, it means you will be cleaning that cartridge filter less often. So hence, you can extend the life of your cartridges by installing the water co cyclone. Oh yes. So maybe you're living in an area that is prone to a lot of wind and a lot of dust. By putting this in, it means less time spent in buying new filters, cleaning the filters, and of course less time hosing down and losing water on the filters. So it's really a fantastic item you can have. It's really a fantastic item you can get, and I highly recommend it. This is one of my top products I recommend, apart from the energy pumps, which is a must now. I think the Cyclone is another must, and if you care about the environment as well, it is something you will install to assist you as you go along. So, so let me see what you're asking. You ask, so it goes before the filter. Just came in, so I'm not sure where you. Oh yeah, okay, Chanel. Yes. After the pump, so you have your pump, You know, so your pump is the heart of your pool, all right? So your pump draws water in from the skimmer or your jets. It draws the water in, and then it sends the water to the filter to get filtered. But before the water is sent to the filter, it will pass through the pre-filter. So the pump pulls water in to send the water to the filter, but before it gets to the filter, the pre-filter comes in between your main filter. That's where that's where it goes, right? That's where it's installed. So as a result, you are actually cutting down on the amount of workload your main filter has to do. And remember, if you have a sand filter, all right, every time you backwash your sand filter, you're losing tons of water. But with the pre-filter, because you have the pre-filter before your main filter, it captures so much. It captures about 80% of the debris. Just think about that. It captures about 80% of the debris. And as a result of doing this, you don't have to backwash so often. You're not losing water and chemicals, because every time you backwash, you lose chemicals. All right, and you lose salt, you lose, and sometimes, if somebody is not experienced and they backwash too often, what happens when you backwash too often? It actually affects your water chemistry. So there is a downside to frequently backwashing your filter. You are actually doing more harm than good. The rule of thumb for backwash is anytime your pressure gauge goes 10 psi above your normal startup. So let's say when you are running your filter, your gauge is normally about 15 psi, right? But let's say you put it on and now it goes to 30 psi or 25 psi. All right. In this case, you are 10 psi above. Therefore, it's time to clean your filter. But with the water cooled cyclone filter, the pre-filter, what it does, it cuts down on the frequency in which you will backwash your filters, in which you will clean your cartridges. All right, so you aren't losing too much water. You are not disabling your chemical is not being imbalanced because you're backwashing so often. No, the pre-filter cuts all of that down, and hence you're also enhancing your filtration in your swimming pool. All right, so any more questions on the pre-filter, please feel free to ask, and that's what we are here for. We are here to answer all your questions, and if there's any other question you have with regards to your pool, by all means, feel free, and we will seek to answer your questions. So share the link, share the live, as we talk about easy swimming pool answers. And folks, by having these products installed in your pool, you are making life easier for yourself. You are extending the life of your pumps, of your filters. You are minimizing your chemical use, and so there are ways in which you can really and truly run your pool more efficiently and more cost effectively. That is what those two products today I showed you does. Product one was this product. This product, as I said, I highly recommend this product. I give it 2 thumbs up. Every week, simply use an ounce or 2 ounces. Just throw it in. and you will see a vast difference in your water. Your water is going to be clearer. That's guaranteed. You're going to have less cum lines. All right. You are going to also aid your filter because it breaks down all the contaminants, all the organics in your filters and in your pool, and hence you are running a more efficient pool on a weekly basis. So I recommend to you, all right, the Ultrazyme Pro. It's a powerful enzyme product with fantastic benefits, with fantastic results that anybody can use. Easy to use as well. So, any questions before we go, folks? If not, remember. All right, very well, very well. So let me put this on the screen. All right, put this on the screen, and let's give you and let's give you an applause for that. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So here you have testimony that the product works. Yes. The product's work. How much is the Ultrazyme Pro? The Ultrazyme Pro the cost is $80. 80. All right, 80. Yeah. $80 for the Ultrazyme Pro. That's the cost for it, and it's worth every last drop of it, because from a pool maintenance perspective, I see it on a weekly basis. Now it comes also in quarts and gallons as well. It's just fantastic, and especially if you maybe someone who has a lot of traffic. If you're a villa, you have an Airbnb and you're always busy with folks coming in and out, coming with all sorts of stuff on their skin. You want something that is powerful, effective, that is safe, and that can break down all those impurities in the water, and also keep you going for your next set of guests. So I recommend the Ultrazyme Pro to anyone, any single day. All right, this is a product that you must have in your swimming pool. Any other question, folks? Remember, you can share the live, tell someone we are on, and let's have fun together. This is easy swimming pool answer. So ask me anything swimming pool related, and we will answer your questions. And again, as a reminder, stay tuned, because we are going to be having the low-class specialist. She will be with us soon in October. She will join the broadcast, and she has a wealth of knowledge. I mean, anytime I am stuck, anytime I have a pool that is just giving me problems and I can't figure it out, and I call this lady from Noclaw, she will find the solution to my problems. That's how good she is. I mean, and she's wonderful. How long does the Blu-ray XL last? Okay, that's another product again. One of these days we'll show you. The Blu-ray XL, which you're speaking about, the Blu-ray XL, it lasts up to 6 months, up to 4 to 6 months. It depends, however, on how often you backwash your filters. So if you are someone who always in backwash, it will last you less. All right. That's why you need to have the Cyclone. So you will have less backwash, and you will keep your Blu-ray XL in your pool. All right. But the XL comes in 2 parts. First of all, there is a copper, and there's the minerals. The minerals last 4 to 6 months, but the copper will last you 12 months. All right. And so every 6 months you can buy a refill packet of the Excel. So every 6 months you come, you buy a refill, you throw it in, and then so really and truly once a year you buy a new pack with the copper and the minerals all over again. But if you want to but every 6 months you would change the minerals only, but the copper remains in the skimmer or the pump basket for 12 months. All right. Again, I want to spread the news, share the love, tell folks that every Sunday at 5 p.m. on this channel, on this station, we will be having easy swimming pool answers, and we will be having guests. I'm excited about my 2 guests coming up, one from No Claw and the other from Basecrete. Basecrete is that product which will waterproof any concrete structure you have, and also if you live next to the sea, where you may experience erosion from sea blast, Basecrete is also fantastic as well for that. So it's a product we have used before, and it works. It comes in different colors, and it's fantastic. So, but Basecrete, the Basecrete guy is at the end of October, and the low claw specialist, she will be early in October. So we have guests for you, professional guests, recognized guests, who are specialists in their own fields, in their own right. All right. So if you have any questions as we get ready to close out, please ask your questions on any topic you may have. If it's chemistry, if it is equipment, if it's pool building, if it's pool maintenance. Once it deals with swimming pools, we are excited to assist you with that. In terms of services we offer, we offer a range of services. Once again, I'll play your ad and then we come back to the services. Here we go. All right, so we are located in Broadwash, and our numbers are 458-2022 or 484-2022. Any questions you may have, you can go to our website. It's www.royaltypools.com. Any questions you have, you want to build a pool, you want to install equipment, you want to do your renovations, you name it. We enjoy being at your service. So please feel free to ask any questions you may have with regard to swimming pool. So at this time, we have come to the end. If there are no more questions, we have come to the end of another episode of Easy Swimming Pool Answers. So I thank all of you who are tuned in today. Thank you, Chanel, for your questions. Thank you, Candice, for your question. And please feel free to check us out. Remember, subscribe to our channel. Join on there so that every week you can be alerted once the program begins. You can be alerted. And maybe what you can do is you can write your questions down. So next time you can post them and we will seek to answer your questions. So until then, be safe, sanitize, practice the protocols, and keep yourself safe. All right. So guys, I'm out. Until next Sunday,